Hello Cancer, thank you for joining me today. It's Sandra here from Wolf Moon Tarot. I hope you're all doing well wherever you are. Cancer, this is the Fairy Oracle reading, looking at your energies from January going into February 2021. I've done a pre-shuffle of the Fairy Oracle cards, so I'll just do a final shuffle now. It is a general reading, Cancer, so it won't resonate with all of you, but it certainly will with some of you. The energies focus in on particular themes or particular situations, perhaps, and sometimes, you know, what is needed the most, that the universal energies feel is needed the most to look at. So let's just see what the fairy realm have to say at this time. So we have a situation and your current energy, Cancer. A challenge to that, what's in your power ×2, possible outcome based on the guidance being given here, and then just something else that the universe or the earth energies would like to say at this time, which may or may not be connected with the rest of the reading, as I'm finding out. And at the bottom of the pack we have the friends, and this is about unity, being with people who share our vision, perhaps going in the same direction. Total trust, a total trust between people, between friends, family or community. So we'll see where this is going. So I will clarify the cards on the table, but first of all I think we'll just have a quick look. So at the heart of the reading we have the Legume, Cancer, and Legume Fairy. This is about giving unconditionally, unconditional giving. It can be about unconditional receiving as well. So for some of you it could mean that as well, but in the main, the truest energy of this card is about unconditional giving without expecting anything in return. And I feel this is representing some of you, Cancer. The challenge to that is the Master Maker, and this is when we have a skill or an expertise that and about pushing yourself to be better than what you thought you could be. So becoming a master maker, if you like, being more than you thought, growing into a bigger skin in some area for some of you, Cancer. But this, for some of you, this is a challenge, and perhaps it is a challenge because you are an unconditional giver. So to focus on yourself and perhaps what you do well, and to develop your skills in a certain area is a bit of a challenge for you at this time, for some of you. So in your power position we have Gocha. I will be clarifying this in a short while, but Gocha, this is when there's something happened that's knocked you off your feet a little bit. It's coming as a bit of a shock, and you can see that Gocha is peeping through his fingers because he doesn't really want to look at what it is that's in front of him. So he has had both of his eyes covered, but he is peeping through now. So this is an unexpected event that may not be pleasant, but may have happened or be coming in for a reason. So we'll get to clarify for this in a minute, so we won't talk any further about that, Cancer. And the other message within your power position is Geo the Slow. And Geo the Slow beds down in the ivy. He watches the world go by. There's no rush to do anything. He's quite content being bedded down, if you like. And I feel probably, perhaps for many of us, you know, we are in the Geo the Slow situation with COVID lockdowns. But this is particularly for you, Cancer. So something about nothing much happening at the moment, just watching the world go by. All right. right, and then a possible outcome, we have Neris the Alchemist. Neris the Alchemist comes forward when there's some form of quite dramatic change happening within you, Cancer. An internal change, a transformation. You've turned your back, or she's turning her back on the past. She's mindful of what's gone, but now because of the changes, she's very focused on where she's going now. And she's going, and the changes that are happening within and around Neris, I feel are quite permanent, but in a very positive way for her. And I feel this is representing something to do with some of your situations at the moment, Cancer. But as I say, I will get to clarify for this in a moment. Okay. Now, something else that the universe wants to say to you, to some of you, Cancer, we've got the Death card here. And this represents something coming to an end, that needs to come to an end, so that the transformation process can occur. So a completion of some sort, an ending of some sort, ready for going forward in a new way. And I feel that's very much what Neris the Alchemist is coming forward to say. There's a transformation, an inner transformation happening. So perhaps out with the old and in with the new. Those sorts of energies. Okay. All right, I'll just put the Friends card to one side. Underneath the Friends cards, I'm going to shuffle in a moment, but we have the Dark Lady. And this is when you have to strip back the layers, go deep within yourself, meditating perhaps, to get to your authentic self. You know, meditation, lighting a candle, having crystals around you, having quiet time to go deep within, to get the answers, to find your authentic self. Okay, so I'm going to shuffle now. If it comes out again, that's absolutely fine. Could we clarify all of the cards on the table, please? So we have had a card that's just shot out. I will put it back, but it's Sylvanus. And Sylvanus, this is the Fairy of Aspiration here, and himself, which is the universal energy, is lifting up a mask, is revealing aspirations. And we see the fairy at the front here with the sword, ready to create something new, to cut something away that's no longer relevant or no longer serving you now, because the mask is being lifted on whatever it is that you've kept hidden for so long, Cancer. And it's aspiration. So I'm going to put it back, and I'll just do another couple of shuffles. And we'll lay the cards down on top in the same order. And then at the bottom of the pack, this time, we have the Singer of Transfiguration. Now, that doesn't surprise me. This is the phoenix that's rising up from the ashes, Cancer. So for some of you, there's really significant changes happening. And I feel a lot of it is internal changes happening. And you're going to rise up anew, a new shape, new ideas, new way of feeling, of believing, your emotions. Everything there's a change happening, but it's changing for the better within. All right, so I'll just put the Singer of Transfiguration next to the Friends card. And I'll just quickly mention that underneath that was the Spirit Dancer, and this is about being your authentic self. Dancing your dance, not somebody else's dance, dancing your dance. I think we've had the Master Maker, haven't we, which is a bit of a challenge for you, but that's being better than you ever thought you could be. And that's because as you strip back the layer, this is about dancing being your authentic self, not what somebody else determined for you or said that you should be like, but this is doing your own thing, if you like, What is it that makes you tick? What is your journey? Okay, so I'll just put that up out of the way. So at the heart of your reading, we had the unconditional giver, the lagoon, and Laced Moon's daughter. So you can see both of them are facing in the forward direction. Laced Moon's daughter brings light to situations, sheds light on situation. And it could well be that a light is being shed on you giving a lot of yourself, unconditional giving. And it may be that light needs to be shed on that, you know, you need to somehow, some way, bring something back for yourself. So be ready to receive. I feel that's what this is saying. Be ready to receive, Cancer. Now in the challenge position we had the Master Maker and the Lady of the Harvest. So challenges for you at the moment. The Lady of the Harvest, this is when a cycle has been completed. I think we've already had the cycle, haven't we? Yes, we had the Death card. So there's something that has come to an end, something that's finished or is finishing, and needs to finish, needs to complete, ready for going forward, ready for the transfiguration, and ready for Neris the Alchemist, the changes that are happening within, ready for going forward anew. So and we have the Spirit Dancer, don't we? So so lots of change, lots of internal change. But when there's a completion, when there's an ending, it does bring sorrow and sadness. And the Lady of the Harvest, you can see, she is sad that there is nothing else to harvest, that there is no more growth, and something is coming to an end. Although there will be new beginnings to look forward to, but at the time of cycles completing, it does leave us with a sense of sadness. And this is definitely a challenge for some of you at this time, Cancer. But also believing in yourself and believing to the heights that you can aspire to, you know, to get better than you ever thought you could be in a certain area. And it may be linked to whatever this completion of a cycle is for some of you. Whatever it is that's completing is going to be assisting you to just shoot forward and grow into a bigger skin, if you like, and to, you know, to develop more and better than you ever thought you could be. But these are challenges for you at this time, Cancer. So in your power we had the Gocha, an unexpected event that may be a bit alarming. It may already have happened. But let's have a look. The Singer of Healing. So whatever this event has been that's been quite dramatic for you, it's either already happened and you know what it is, or it's coming in. But whatever it is, it's bringing healing in for you. It could be that you are actually starting to look at it now. So it's something that happened in the past, but you are now starting to look at it and face it. And that's going to bring healing in for you. And the other position of what's in your power, we've got Geo the Slow, so which is about nestling in, things slowing down, taking your time, watching the world go by at this time. And yes, and the collection of pixies as a clarifier. The collection of pixies is, you know, those everyday humdrum jobs that need doing, that we have to do, that we have to face. It's about lifting your energy and while you're doing these chores, put some music on. Dance around the room a bit if you can, sing a little bit, but lift your energy at the time of doing these chores and tasks that we can't avoid. Some things we just can't avoid, can we? But what we have got control over is how we approach these duties, these responsibilities. So we can lift our energies at that time. Think of a way to do that. It would be something different for all of you, Cancer. So think of a way to do that while you're in this little bit of a nestled down energy. So in the outcome we had Neris the Alchemist, which was about transformation, internal transformation and change, looking to the future. And Penelope Dreamweaver. Penelope Dreamweaver, you know, whatever Penelope is dreaming or wishing for or wanting, she is able to manifest that. So it's taking note of your dreams, what are your wishes, and thinking how can you manifest that into your reality. And that's a clarifier for Neris the Alchemist. So as things are changing and transforming, as you feel these changes within you that are transforming, it's a good time to think about and to manifest the reality that you want going forward, what it is you're dreaming of and wishing and wanting. Now is an ideal opportunity, because of this time of change, to put whatever it is you would like, what you want, into action. For some of you, Cancer. And then the extra message that the universe wants to say. So we had the Death card, Death and Rebirth card, and Lon the Poet. So Lon the Poet is it's a very romantic or romanticizing energy. It's very youthful, very young energy, very dreamlike. And we've already had Penelope Dreamweaver here. What is it that you're dreaming of and wanting and wishing for? So here we have Lon the Poet. Now, Lon the Poet can be a bit in a bit of a dream state, a bit switched off, can appear switched off, but he is always, you know, dreaming, imagining, and very creative in his mind. What does spark his interest, really spark his interest, is poetry and writing, putting down his thoughts, putting down in poetry perhaps something that is read or something that is seen or aware of. And that really does activate him to put his words down. So for some of you, this could be talking about, you know, what is it that really sparks your interest? And I feel that's connected to Penelope Dreamweaver. All right, so as a cycle is completing, as something is coming to an end, ready for a brand new beginning, then Lon the Poet's come forward to say, what is it that for a long time perhaps you've wanted to do? You know, now is the time, now is your opportunity to put this into action. Okay. So lots of energies coming here. We have last night was the new moon. New moon in Aquarius, and so it doesn't surprise me now that these readings now are starting to bring energies of transformation, letting go of the past, letting go of the old, and looking to the future, new beginnings. So I'm just drawn again to overall energies of the Friends and the Singer of Transfiguration. And I feel that for some of you, this is about linking up with like-minded energies, like-minded people. People that it takes no effort when you're with them, because you're very much on the same page. And it's perhaps seeking out people like this, and you perhaps already are, Cancer, for some of you. You perhaps already know, but it's perhaps engaging more with people that, you know, you've got their back, they've got your back, that sort of an energy going forward. But there's certainly a change, quite a major change happening within you and possibly around you, Cancer. All right, Cancer, I'm going to ask for, we have 2 more messages, please, for Cancer, to round this reading up for January going into February 2021. 2 more messages, please. 2 final messages from the Earth Spirit deck. So we have volcano, volatility. Okay, so something's building up, getting ready to explode for some of you, Cancer. Now, this may be what this Gocha is. So whatever it is, it needs to come out. All right, whatever it is, it needs to come out, and it is going to bring a healing, or the beginning of healing energies. So something's building up, and it's going to explode. Or this may already be in place. You may be completely aware of what this is for some of you, Cancer. And then we have the ocean, so things calm down. But this is about ebb and flow. This is about what, you know, the ebb and flow of the waves. So as the waves recede and go back, and things seem more calm, and then the waves can rush back into the beach, can't they? But this is about going with the flow, you know. So as situations may be difficult, but you know then that they will get better, because the waves can do no more than ebb and flow, you know. If we think of the opposite sides of a coin, yin yang, light, dark, we can't appreciate the light unless we have the dark. We can't appreciate when things are going really well for us unless we have times when things don't go so well. So it's that sort of an energy. So it's the ebb and flow of life. So I feel with this volcano, there's something, and it could be the ebb, there's something that is building up. With a tsunami, the wave, the water goes way back, doesn't it? It pulls back, builds up, and then comes forward in a huge wave. And I feel this is a very similar energy. Something is definitely building up, ready to explode, I feel, for some of you. And I think the universe just wants you to be mindful of that, whatever it is. Cancer. Okay. I think I am going to, because we've got the death card, the Gocha, the volatility, the volcano, and ebb and flow. I think I'm going to ask for some tarot. I'm going to draw some tarot. I haven't drawn any tarot for all of the Fairy Oracle readings up to now, but I am going to for this one. Cancer. Could we have some clarification, please, for well, we have Gocha, we have volatility, and we have the death card. I'm going to draw 3, past, present and future, and then 1 from underneath. So we have the Page of Wands, the Eight of Wands, and the Hermit. And then at the bottom of the pack we had the Queen of Pentacles. So this is something to do with money, bringing money, earning money, maybe running your own business. The Queen of Pentacles is very grounded energy. You can be found running her own business. Very good at managing money, managing all practical matters. All right, so this could be representing an aspect of yourself, Cancer, or it could be somebody that you know or somebody close to you. Okay. Okay. So in the past we have the Page of Wands, and this was a very creative opportunity that came in, or a message of an opportunity that was promising movement and change. Perhaps something you were quite passionate about, all right, in the past. And currently there's some information about this, communication coming in quite rapidly about this. This could be internet communication about whatever this is. Information going backwards and forwards, but because of the nature of the picture of this card, the Eight of Wands is always about events moving forward quickly, rapid communication. But with this card, and it really resembles internet, widespread communication, internet communication of some sort. And then the Hermit. So whatever the communication that has come in about some form of opportunity in the past, then the Hermit going forward, this is taking time out to reflect, to search for a new way forward, meditate perhaps, take time out, have time alone, to think things through, and to decide which way to go forward. So that's the Hermit energy. Okay, so it's something for some of you, this is something to do with Queen of Pentacles energy. Now this may be something to do with work, career, money of some sort. Could be to do with that energy. But there's great change. I think, as we've seen with the rest of this reading, something is building up, and it's going to bring in healing, but it's going to bring in a lot of change. And it could be that it comes to you, find out about this through communication, but possibly internet communication. And it's going to mean that you're going to have to take time out to reflect on a situation. So, you know, it's not revealing exactly what this is. And of course it possibly can't, because it's going to be something different for all of those that this reading has meaning for. Okay, all right then, I think I'll leave it there. I will be very interested to know what this does mean for some of you. If you could perhaps let me know at some point in the comments below the video, and whether this has some meaning for you. If it's not internet connection, then but it is some form of rapid communication. I'm just being drawn to say that. It's some form of rapid communication that's coming in quite quickly. Yes, and it's definitely to do with a Queen of Pentacles energy, whether this is yourself, Cancer, or somebody around you. All right, I'm going to leave it there. Cancer, I hope you've enjoyed the reading, and that it's had meaning for you, and perhaps offered a little bit of clarification and support. But good luck going forward, Cancer, and I hope you can join me again in the future. Bye bye for now.